that main, especially when we're going with our natural tendency to have a pulling towards us. If you're doing it the way I suggest, then you would have a tendency to have it a little darker at the top, like a tapered stroke. If I'm going to do it right, it's going to come like so and be a little lighter here and a little lighter there. But on the other hand, it's often a little weightier at this end because that's where we're landing. And so this becomes that longer, lighter edge. Well, when we're doing the main, it can easily happen that way, that we're starting our stroke and it's a little heavier. And we see some of these places where there's detail and whatever, and so we can maybe reverse the effects, because when you look at this, and yes, there's places that are lighter, but as this goes around the neck, it's actually probably getting darker. There's places that are lighter out here, but I want to be able to show that the light is just landing softly on the top of this horse. You know, on the mane, on the forehead, you know, it's probably going to be lighter up here than it is there. And except for the ear, well, it's lighter at the top of this curve than it may be down there. If we have light that's in places like this, it's because it's bowing out into the light enough to catch some of these things. But still, I don't want to end up, because I'm just starting my stroke with all the lights, all the darker stuff up here, where actually I may want to suggest that it's a little lighter up here. But we have to start somewhere. And I also don't want to just have lines, but lines are important. So I want to come in and I want to still, you know, create very lightly. I'm choosing to do my 2B. If it's not right for you, then do something else. But I do want to have some clean, you know, strokes through here, even though they're not going to be the hair. I can still lighten up on some of them. I can, you know, try to remember that whatever I put on a white piece of paper is going to appear darker than it might be. So if I'm balancing out my values, I can see already that I'm still within an acceptable range over here. It's lighter. I don't want anything that's going to be that dark, although I have already somewhat suggested that. And so I want to make sure that, again, I don't have this too dark. So maybe I'll take this out just a little bit, or else I'll be patient and wait for the part that as it goes down the mane, it becomes subtly a little darker and a little darker. Not much. This is where that subtlety, I think, is going to come in very, very handy, and not have to worry about it just being a blatant range of value. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you did, subscribe below. And also share it with your friends. So we'll see you in the next one.